So I finally got some of those Funko Pops that Steve from the Lawn Gnome is always talking about. Look, it's Rumpelstiltskin from Once Upon a Time, and the dude from The Big Lebowski. He's got his little white Russian in there. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah. Today I've got a bit of a writing discussion video for you. So I talked about this a little bit in my writing wrap-up that I posted last week. Earlier in November, when I was at the Writing Barn in Texas, we talked a lot about how it can get overwhelming with literary agents and editors, and even when you get a book deal, you have to wait a really long time for editing letters, and so many things can go wrong, and you might not sell enough books, and your book might go out of print, etc., etc. And basically all of that stuff is pretty much out of your control. So ever since I got a literary agent a little over 2 years ago, I kind of thought that I would just ride off into the sunset with my book deal and having my book published, and that would be great. So that's not exactly what happened. So that was really discouraging to me, and I felt really blocked around my writing for a long time because I was worrying so much about the publishing aspect of it, and I wasn't doing enough actual writing, which is pretty much the most important thing about being a writer. So I have been writing a lot more in the past 6 months or so, but when I was at the Writing Barn, that helped me to completely put all of my focus back on my writing. And that's what I really think you should do as a writer. This does not just apply to writing. Casey from A Basket Casey Reads made an interesting video the other day about subscriber numbers and how we shouldn't place so much importance on our subscriber numbers as YouTubers. And I really thought that was kind of similar to these thoughts that I've been having lately. I think as a YouTuber, your focus needs to be on making the best content possible and not on how many subscribers you have. Or anything. If you run a blog, just focus on making the best blog post that you possibly can. If you're in a band, focus on making the best music you possibly can. Now, I do work in marketing, and so I understand the importance of marketing and getting your stuff out there. Obviously, you want people to watch your YouTube videos, you want people to read your writing, you want people to visit your blog, go see your band. I have played shows for 3 people before, and that was not a very fun experience. But I also played shows with rather large crowds and everything in between. So when I focused on how many people were going to be at my shows, it kind of drove me a little crazy. Yes, there are some things you can do to market your music or your writing or to publish or to get your YouTube videos out there, whatever it is. And you should do those things. I'm not saying you shouldn't. Send out the query letters to literary agents. Send out your short stories or your poems to different publications. By all means, send out your work, submit your work, try to get it out there. But then, as soon as you're done sending out your query letters, get back to writing. Don't sit on Twitter and stalk all of the agents you just send query letters to. Don't go to other writers' websites and compare yourself and say, well, they got a book deal after 2 weeks. Why didn't I? They got a literary agent really quickly. They're selling more books than I am. They're publishing more books than I am. Have I done all of that stuff? Yes. But I can tell you I am a lot happier when I don't spend my time doing that. And I just spend my time writing and working on my stories and making them the best that they can be. So basically, I think my whole point here is just do your best work and make that your main focus. And all the stuff you don't have control over, the publishers, your audience, don't spend so much time worrying about that stuff. I know we all do it, and sometimes you're going to do it because it's natural, but if you catch yourself, comparing yourself to someone else or worrying about those query letters you sent out that haven't gotten you a response yet, stop yourself and get back to writing. So that's all I have for you today. Let me know what you think about this topic down in the comments below. We will have a discussion about it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more videos about writing, books, or music. And until next time, thanks for watching and happy writing.